What's going on, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood podcast editor, T2RX6. This episode's a little filled with some Skype issues, and apparently CallNote decides that it wants to make me sound even more odd than I already am, so I apologize for that. You'll have to bear with it this week, and I'm going to see if I can find a better recorder for next week and hopefully alleviate that issue. So, yeah, bear with it, and yeah, hopefully next week will be better. Alright, on to the show.
SCU. You are now listening to Shattercast Uncut. Prepare to be shattered with your hosts, Matt Baldwin, Skullface, Greg for Mercy, Oscar NJ Boy, T2RX6, Mega A1. Welcome to Shattercast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is episode 9 of Shattercast Uncut. I am Greg for Mercy, but you guys already knew that. With me tonight is Bobby Skullface.
Skullface approved. And Skullface made a t-shirt, and that t-shirt is also approved.
T2RX6 Justin.
Also Skullface approved.
Hey, guess what? Bobby's here.
Again.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Bobby. All right. Really excited to be here. Tampa for life. All right, go Bucks.
I just got Bobby on the screen, man. It's that bald head. Hey, Deluxe.
Hey everybody. Love the trailer.
Oh, we'll get to that soon. Antoine.
Yeah, what up? Mega.
The man asking the important questions.
Moist.
So, it's been a pretty big week for us. We had a Gary Chalk interview, and if you guys have not seen that, well, if you listen to the show, you've probably already seen it. If you're a first-time listener or viewer, depending on how you're doing it, definitely check it out. Some good questions were asked. A good time was had. So, first up, I guess we've got the trailer. The new trailer for Age of Extinction.
I'm going to let Matt... I say we let Matt have his day real quick.
Alright.
Have at it.
Alright. The trailer was
I
awesome.
absolutely love it. I couldn't get enough.
It was like flying shit, man. Everybody I liked it. It's really good. I mean, more humans than I wanted, but, that's expected. I thought it was kind of funny when Marky Mark said, hey, we found the transform. I like the new stuff. I like the new, only thing I'm kind of worried about is all the Decepticons it seems to me they're all made by humans. And I don't know if I'm going to like that, but, I mean, other than that, it was a good one. The last scene with Optimus smacking Grimlock, that was pretty cool. But it was a good trailer. I liked it.
Okay, well, allow me to retort. I gotta tell you, I was excited after the teaser, and I am less excited now. It already looks like to me that it's not gonna make any sense. That it's gonna destroy any sort of weak foundation that was built on the first three, and just make even less sense as like a cohesive saga, if you will. And when fucking Optimus Prime smacked Grimlock, I know people think that's awesome for whatever reason, but for me, I was like, motherfucker. I did not care for that one bit.
But
you know one thing that bugged me personally.
What's that?
Was the third movie revolves around they decide they don't need the Autobots anymore, send them away, whatever. Decepticons come and like vaporize Chicago, and then the fourth, or then like Optimus shows up. He's like, "Just kidding, we didn't leave. We just wanted to teach you a lesson." And then the fourth movie, they're like, "Get out again!" Like,
Yeah. Well, humans don't learn.
I told you guys my prediction for the plot. It started off. It looks like it's going to start off the way I wanted the original movie to start out, which was with who I thought was going to be Spike, which apparently is Sam Witwicky. Finding like an old car and like fixing it up and doing whatever and finding out it was a transformer and blah blah blah. So that's kind of cool with the Optimus thing. But what I think is going to happen is Optimus is going to be like, oh, you found me, you saved me, I'm going to protect you. And then, like, whatever happens with Galvatron and Kelsey Grammer's little faction of the army and Lockdown, Optimus Prime is going to be like, you need us to battle this threat. And then that guy's like, we don't need you anymore. We have our own robots, because we know that there's going to be human-made robots. And then, of course, the dude's going to get fucked up, and they're going to need the Autobots, and Optimus Prime's going to have to go find some help, and that's where he tames Grimlock in the wild. They're going to ride in, the Dinobots are going to save the day, and then Matt's going to make a stain on the theater.
So what do you think? What do you think Lockdown's agenda is? I mean, I think he's from Unicron. I mean, I know it's a stretch, but I really think they're going to go towards the Unicron storyline, and I think he's like a herald to Unicron, because he's coming down in ships and everything, and I just think that's where they're going with that. I wouldn't put it past Michael Bay to do that, really.
I'll tell you right now, you saying that just made me lose all excitement for this film.
I didn't mean to do that, but...
I mean, oh, brother.
I think Lockdown was a bounty hunter. And then, like, the promo, promo news we got, I mean... the promo news that we read says that, Wahlberg's character finding a Transformer brings attention from, whatever. So I think that the Decepticons have been looking for Optimus Prime. And I think Lockdown being Lockdown is going to come to try to claim Optimus Prime. Because we already saw the image where he's got Optimus Prime hanging down by a foot. And he's got his fucking trademark claw, like, coming out. I mean, that was from the teaser, if you screen capped it like I did, because I'm a fucking nerd. But
do you think when Mark Wahlberg put the battery up to him and he said calling out Autobots, do you think that's when that sent a signal out? I know it said the humans, because that's probably when they come, is when they turns them on. Well, do you think Lockdown probably got that?
Do you think those guys are even humans and not necessarily like the Pretender thing that Alice or whatever it was?
Since we already read the character description, Harold Attiger, who is Kelsey Grammer's character, is the head of some like government agency that's like tasked with robots.
This happens.
Yeah, he's gonna be like the the main evil human, or whatever. And I hope they're not pretenders. God.
Did anyone think that he looked kind of like Brian Cox in the trailer, like Brian Cox from X-Men 2?
I don't know.
No.
I will say, though, as a shameless plug, that everyone listening should go check out the Gary Chalk interview and listen to his opinion on the Bay films, because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's a very strong opinion.
Yep.
Oscar, I didn't mean to ruin the movie for you, man.
It's not that. It's just, you need to understand, man, like, I am so tired of what I call the Shredder formula. If you ever watched the old TMNT, whenever something bad was happening, this must be the Shredder. It was always the fucking Shredder doing something. So it's like every fucking Transformers story has to fucking end with fucking Unicron. The Unicron trilogy did that. The fucking TF Prime, they did it, with fucking Predacons Rising, whatever. And I don't want them to do it. And yeah, I'm aware there are a bunch of angry nerds pissed at the film. It ruined everything. Whatever. I don't want the film to fucking... If the films end, I want them to end a different, more creative way, not with fucking Unicron. I'm sorry. It's done.
The way I'm looking at Lockdown, I could see Michael Bay using him as like a herald or something, saying he's coming down to prepare Unicron. But, like Greg said, it may be he's just after Optimus Prime. He may have a bounty on him, and that's what he's after for. There's different ways.
And as far as other things concerned, yeah, there's going to be humans in it. There's nothing you can do. You're not going to get the perfect film from him, of all people, as a director. Okay, you're going to have extremely detailed fucking, Transformers that, if you want to get technical, in that scene from the first film when Optimus Prime transformed, if he was in battle and took that long to transform, he should have been killed. Okay, it's like my theory for the fucking airbender. All those stupid movements to go ahead and bend air, or as I call it, farting, fucking to do all that shit, should have got them killed in battle, period. They're doing those moves, quick spear them. There you go, problem solved.
Another. I did like the red Autobot. I guess next when Bumblebee transformed. I did like him. He looked pretty
That's
nice.
an Autobot.
Stinger.
Is it Stinger? He looked pretty nice. I liked it. I liked his face.
The look I got was or the impression I got was Bumblebee looked like he was surprised, like
he's
he didn't
cry.
expect. Well, no, well, he's Bumblebee. He's gonna be like, and then quote some fucking.
He's still gonna talk like that.
Songs.
If Ratchet can't fix his fucking voice box by now, there's something wrong with Ratchet.
Doesn't he get fucking killed in the beginning of the film?
No,
I don't know. He gets messed up. The green robot. He gets messed up.
Well, I left that part out of my my premonition actually, because that's what I told Justin. I think there's going to be a flashback segment to like what happened post Chicago.
Yeah, because there's that scene on the harbor. I'm sorry to interrupt. There's that scene on the harbor that looks like someone's getting shot at. It looks like fucking Ratchet.
Yeah, he's green, so it looked like Ratchet.
Yeah, well, because they said they've seen those vehicles on set, so I'm thinking that there's going to be some explanation. And I think because Optimus in the trailer, he opens them up and all their shells fall out.
Yeah.
Like I think that Optimus lost his troops and went somewhere to die. Like I think it's going to be like that kind of movie. And that's when Cade Yeager, is that his name? Is that what we're calling him?
Kind of like the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear. I'm interested to hear Grimlock's voice.
Yeah.
Well, it sound like this. How the fuck did you dig me up, Optimus?
No, I hope not.
Megatron's back? Oh, well, fuck it.
Oh, God.
Dinobots scramble. I'm on my way. It's me, Strife. I'm gonna stop the Dinobots. And then, of course, Scorn has got to be like the ethnic, so it'll sound like, Antoine. Hey, motherfuckers,
That's jazz.
Where's on the purple Triceratops?
Slag.
It'll sound like an old Jewish guy. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't do this. Oh, the swords are coming out of my ass. Oh.
No, he's always orange. He's going to be like, hey, guys, look at my new paint. Let's go get them.
No, that'll be like Slash the Velociraptor. You guys are going down. It's going to cut you. It's going to claw your face off.
I'm going to sting you with my stinger.
Oh, that Autobot's pretty. Oh, concentrate on the battle, Slash. Concentrate on the battle.
To everybody listening, we did a round of reaction videos on the channel to this shit and to the original teaser, and we plan on doing another round for the trailer, so you can look forward to that as well.
And those are fabulous.
They should be. They should be.
They are fantastic.
I want to move on if we can. Now, I'm going to preface this a little bit. This is a TFC's SixGunn.
Oh, Lord.
Now, when we were looking at the news a little earlier,
as I call him, Popeye.
When we were looking at the news a little earlier, we noticed that the TFC SixGunn was right before the before and after SixGunn, which most people feel is the superior unit. And we were talking about taking over topics or whatever, and Justin opted to say, "I'll take the before and after, and you just go ahead. You go ahead and have the TFC."
Can I interject why?
Wait, you can, but I want to just add one more thing to it, which I wouldn't necessarily have thought much of, but I logged into our YouTube account today, and I was going to subscribe to all of our channels, and I was like, motherfucker, Oscar's already subscribed to his shit, and Justin's already subscribed to his shit.
I did not actually know that.
I would like to step forward and say that was me.
Yeah. Was it me? I didn't know that.
So anyway, now Justin, I will allow you to retort, sir.
Now my theory for why I had to give you the TFC Twist one is because there's more interesting things to say about it, and you're very opinionated. So I felt like this one would better draw out that negative opinions that I know is staring deep inside you.
You're doing me a favor, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
well,
it makes the show interesting. So release the hate. There might be
some young adolescents. There might be some young adolescents listening to this show. And this is what happens, fellas, if you do it too much. Take a look at
What,
the forearms. This is what happens if you do it a bit too much.
Put
Calm
your
it down a
out.
little bit. But if you are an addict at that sort of activity, you might want to do both arms like this fella here, so at least you don't look silly.
Or
Exactly.
maybe he just double hands it. You know, he's got a
He did a tag team.
That's
massive
what
cannon.
That's what I like to call Knuckles McGee. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I thought
he is
I
6
have to go on
guns, so.
record as saying this. Like, I kept my mouth shut when I first started seeing prototypes of this, and I told myself, "Oh, look, TFC's doing like all Optimal Optimus," but no, it's fucking SixGunn. Wow.
Other than big forearms, it looks alright. I mean, if you just took those forearms off,
It's like a big dude anyway. Like, isn't he tall? Like fucking 11 inches or something like that?
He is big. And this is a cheap way out, man, because this is the Devastator shit. I hate when they do that. Like, it's so obvious and it looks so ridiculous, and it's lazy.
They just took
Super
the
stretch
effort.
fun fan. We paid some Devastator part for Hercules. That's fair. $87.99 to get free upgrade kit. What a bunch of rules. Rafting Road.
Hey, you think they just took some extra parts from Devastator and just said, we'll
That's
just
what
put
it
them
does. I bet you Giant can hold that gun.
Probably.
I bet you Giant can hold that gun.
Oh yeah.
I think the gun modes look good. I guess he has 3 guns. I especially like the one that looks like the Mass Effect relay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my questions I have with this is like, what, like the big forearms and stuff. What disappoints me is like there's nothing that flips out to make the forearms. So like, what do they do when I have him in various guns? I think
They come off.
I'm assuming they just sit there and go back in the box, and that's as much interaction as you get, right?
Box. I got a tub.
You have a display shelf? You have a display shelf, Justin?
Yes.
Like, do you like crowd your figures to the brim, or do you give them like a little bit of breathing space?
Mine are pretty crowded because I've only got one shelf. So.
Ooh, okay. Well, this is what you got to do. You got to get a second shelf,
mm-hmm.
and then spread them out a little bit, and then look at the bottom left-hand back corner, and that's where you put them. Put them right there.
Right. Yeah.
Or you buy yourself a bunch of blank CDs at Walgreens on clearance, like 50 or so. Throw out the CDs, but keep that long plastic cylinder and put them in there. And that's where my Stunnicon weapons are. That's where, all the other extra tidbits here and there, stuff I remove, the occasional head. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Right.
Pro. I'm a pro, baby, pro.
The fucking 40 stickers I didn't use from Metroplex, I put that in the same bucket.
Yeah.
This is a $90 poor choice. Now here I just want to say this. Like I feel like TFC is kind of in the fucking crosshairs these days. It's like the popular third party company to hate at the moment. And I'm gonna go on record and say I like TFC. I like them a lot. I love Hercules. I personally feel that Hercules is the superior unit to Giant. Not to say that I dislike Giant, because I don't, but I think it's the better choice. I think that I like Superion. Yes, I think the upgrade kits are bullshit, but it's the cost of doing business with this company, I suppose.
Hey, you know what happened to me? My Superion fell off the shelf and broke.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta replace one of his limbs.
Yeah, you gotta get that second. You gotta get that second shelf going, buddy. You gotta get the second shelf going. But I also think that even their Predacons that they're coming out with, I even think that they might have TF's MMC beat in animal mode. They take.
I agree with you on that. I think their animal modes look better, at least thus far.
They look really stubby.
Yeah.
Well,
the robots actually I think look pretty decent too. Like I think like the torsos of like whatever the cats are look better
Rampage
on. They look better on the TFC version than they do on the MMC, but the heads is where I lose it.
Exactly, the heads are all sorts of fucked.
Yeah, and that's one thing TFC's never feels like they've done right is heads, and I don't know.
A lot of their heads on the Constructicon set are pretty good, but
they're not bad because they look very generic Constructicon, right, but I feel like they do it that way to try to avoid drawing attention, I guess, and maybe that's exactly why they don't really look spot on.
Hey Justin,
yeah,
I'm with you. I hate paying $100 for shitty head.
Yeah, exactly. Who would?
Even though like the worst part, the biggest offense about TFC's Neiman that I've seen in all the reviews is that head is an exact replica of how he looked. Razorclaw looked like in the Stormbringer comic. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's.
Can I reference?
What? Go ahead.
No, you finish. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It just reminded me of something.
It's just it's the exact head, but I wasn't feeling it there. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't liking it there, and I wasn't liking it on this $120 figure. Meanwhile, MMC's Leo Dux looks more G1ish to me. So
yeah, well, I think that don't get me wrong. I think that Mastermind has got him beat across the board overall. I just think that if there was one place that TFC had a fighting chance, it's the alt modes. I think that the animal modes look pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But everybody's in the Predacons, for the animal mode until you get all 5, and then everybody's in it for the fucking Predaking mode, which MMC has down pat. So my point in saying all that is that I'm not a TFC hater, but I do think that this is a piece of shit.
Speaking of things I think are kind of a piece of shit, I just wanted to say we're looking at the Tfsource webpage, and you guys have some pretty crappy business practices. I mean, I just want to throw it out there that you should be able to cancel a pre-order without getting your account canceled. Like I fucking robbed your store or something like that.
Like they're doing a favor for you. Like they're doing a favor. Like, hey, we're gonna let you go with this one, but we're gonna cancel your shit anyways.
Yeah. So I got the email and they said, we'll give you this one-time thing. Well, don't worry about it, TFC, because it won't ever happen again because I'm not buying from your store anymore. So.
That reminds me of a certain Facebook user that I'm currently battling with.
Oh, boy. Justin, make a note of the time.
Time is now 7:54 p.m. I'll be right back. I gotta go slap an extra nicotine patch on.
All right.
We still love you, Gregors.
But I think that, I don't know, I just think that, real quick, I've never had a problem with TFSource. I'm just going to put that out there. But I think that the alt modes that of the Predacons look better. I think the TFC is a solid company. I think that they do have some shady business practices, but I do think that this is possibly the worst thing I've ever seen them put out.
Probably.
And it would be so much better if they just didn't reuse parts from the Rage of Hercules set.
Yeah, agreed.
Like if that was not an issue, I think I probably would go on this one before I would go on to the next one.
I think so too. And speaking of the next one, why don't you take the reins on that?
So a company which is called Before and After, which it took me forever to figure out who the company was because we were posting it on Facebook and it was just like SixGunn Before and After. I'm like, before and after what? You know. Then I realized that it is Before and After is the company, and their SixGunn is Six Sigma, which comes in 2 variants. You have a red armed variant and a black armed variant. And I guess that looks pretty good, and all the parts kind of do something by the look of it.
Slammer.
Yeah, it comes with Slammer. That's pretty awesome.
I still think Slammer should transform, but that's just me.
Well, it looks like he does something, but I don't know exactly what. So you want it to like full-fledged transform?
Give me a little shitty one, G1 type of figure out of him,
I mean, I would be okay with that too, definitely.
Absolutely.
This obviously isn't going to be cheap either, but I mean,
it's cheaper than the TFC one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 89, I think.
82.
82? Yeah. They got 2 different versions. They got one for the Japanese Metroplex, and they have a different color for the U.S. The U.S. is black forearms, and the other one is red forearms for the Japanese one.
Oh, those racist bastards.
And I just wanted to point out that, Deluxe and I we didn't agree on which one was the better one, but I concede. Looking at the pictures more, I think the red forearms are the way to go.
Yeah,
I am canceling my pre-order of the black ones in favor of the red ones. And you know what? If I was doing this on TFSource, my account would be canceled. Just saying.
I'm gonna go with the black ones.
What?
It's gonna be black.
It's like I'm out of here.
Oh my god. White people are crazy.
I'm gonna go with the black ones because
somebody's got a phone call.
I think that I think that Metroplex is in dire need of color breakup, and I think that the red figure of this looks better than the black one. I agree, but I am going with the black one because I want my figure to have 3 major colors as opposed to 2 while he's standing next to Metroplex.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean, they both look good. I mean, how tall? Does anybody know how tall he's going to be?
It looks like the tip of his gun on his back comes up to the waist swivel on Metroplex.
Oh, so he's pretty. Oh, nice. Yeah,
in fairness, that he has to be kind of big so these guns, when they break down, don't look stupid on Metroplex too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's pretty big. I mean, that's a good.
Yeah, and I like the like in place weapon mode, which is gonna peg into that really weird like divot thing behind the helipad in city mode if you choose to display them like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like I think that's really cool. It's pretty inventive looking.
Yeah, this one's a way better product than the TFC.
Well, it's the way better looking product. Whether or not it's the way better product.
Quality, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, is this our first thing go around?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go in peace, though.
That's
you know
always...
what, though?
You go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, the fact that they even thought of Slammer, like, I didn't know they were going to do Slammer when we saw this guy in prototypes way back when. Now that he's here, it's like, yeah, like, that even further seals the deal for me. So.
Yeah. And he's cheaper, too, so that's a good thing.
I haven't
heard... The only thing about the other one, the TLC one, is that the fact it got like G1 style weapons for Metroplex.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's also a toss up right there. So,
that's true.
A quick update: before and after has done missile launchers for Masterpiece toys.
That's right.
So
yeah.
But this is
they've
their
done
first
that before. This is their first transforming thing. So.
Right.
Okay.
Greg.
Gregors, come back to us.
Where are you, Greg?
I'm here.
Whoa, turn it down.
You want to chime in on any of this?
I was going to wait till everybody else was done.
Easy.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Easy.
What?
I think it's not a dick, man. It don't have to go in your mouth.
I'm actually having technical difficulties with
both
my dishwasher, which sounds like
Scotch.
after being shoot missiles at me.
Nice. What?
That's why I have my phone on mute. But anyway.
Well, we're waiting for you, man. You can go.
I don't see why there's so much shit coming out. Like combiners, like fucking Morbitron, and we've got to finish our Feral Rexes, and we've got to do our
Tfsource.
Gumball coming out.
Tfsource. What the fuck does anyone care about fucking SixGunn for a toy that half the motherfuckers out there don't even like?
Yeah.
Like, what's the fucking point?
You know, when you said that, it did make me question why Bobby cares about SixGunn, considering how little he likes his Metroplex.
Well, I am painting my Metroplex, and he's looking better and better.
Yeah.
And one thing I gotta say that I did to my Metroplex that's like it's really helping sell it for me is I painted the visor blue. And that has made I don't know why, but it has made a world of difference to me.
I can understand where Greg's coming from.
Absolutely. But in other news, we had a moment of silence this week. I think
I cried a little.
Greg ran down to Virginia to make sure there was no guns in the house for Justin. But Mech Ideas rather has canceled their TFAnimated Huffer and Pipes due to low pre-orders. This just in my opinion, we keep referencing it, but it harkens back to that fucking interview that Justin found on our first episode, where they asked that third-party toy designer, "Why are you only doing G1 stuff?" And he was like, "Because it's the stuff that sells."
Yeah. It's a shame to see that something that's not G1 didn't make it, but it didn't surprise me.
Right.
So.
I like how they did this though. I mean, they actually listened and didn't put it out, even though they heard a bunch of bad flack and getting a lot of pre-orders. But I wish that a lot of third party, I wish even Hasbro would do it, would listen to the fans and say, hey, these people are not going to buy this crap. don't make it. But I like how they went to that angle. I know. I mean, it's a shot in the dark, but I mean, I like how they went and did that. Like they did, said, "Hey, nobody ordered this crap. We're not going to make it." So they're going to move on to something else, and maybe maybe they'll go back later, and make them, somebody if they're more interested in it, they may remake it later on. Who knows?
I mean, I was a fan of animated, but these figures weren't doing it for me.
Well, I mean, even Justin, who was the only one I think of us that was fully committed to this project, even he, had made mention that, they were a little pricey even for his sensibilities.
Well, and that's the thing, is you look at the demo crew, and I think that these guys are about the same cost as the demo crew, which are much bigger toys for the two of them, Like,
there's probably a lot more.
These were legend size, I think, weren't they? Almost?
Yeah, they're maybe half the size of the demo crew, and I'm like, oh, at that price, that's a little bit too little for the money.
They should have went maybe 15 a piece, maybe.
Yeah.
20 at the most.
20, I think, would have been good. 20 would have been good. 40 for the two.
I think even, see, this is another one of those examples, like we talk about with the deals, I would do one for 25, two for, one for 25.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But speaking of Mech Ideas, we usually don't do updated case-by-case news of things. Like, once the full reveal is on, we're pretty much done with it. But every now and then we have to make an exception, and this is one of those exceptions.
Oscar?
I think Oscar should take this.
Let Oscar take this, yeah.
Yes, please. I was just about to do the same thing.
So, as everyone remembers, a little company by the name of Mach 5. It's the running gag on this podcast. It started on another one. It's probably one of my favorite things to do on occasion. Even while I'm at work, I'll just look at my coworker and be like, "What's up?" I'll be like, "It's a Mach 5." And he'll go, "What? It's Mach 5. It's $59.99 pre-order." He'll have no idea what I'm saying. But thankfully, that company kind of backed off it. Well, I can't say thankfully. I was kind of upset. A lot of us were upset that company backed off of making their version of Iron Fist and, what was it, Crankcase?
Yeah.
And they backed off because basically the word I got was there was some stuff going down with BBTS. They wanted it to be a BBTS exclusive and all that other stuff. And things weren't working out right, so they basically canceled the figure altogether. Now, that was all done. It was a memory. Like, people like myself, I was getting ready to buy that Shapeways add-on kit for Ratchet. But, out of nowhere, our good friend Antoine here posted in our chat how basically Mech Ideas bought the design from Mach 5, and now Mech Ideas is releasing the same figure of Iron Fist and Gaunlet, and they're doing it they basically took off a fraction of the price that they were asking for it before.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So for $29.99, if you pre-order it now, it's going to be released between May and June of this year. You can have your own Mech Ideas Iron Fist or Crankcase, which I'm really excited. It's a Mech 5.
I think that you can get, I think that they originally were like $54 a piece, and now I think it's 60 for the set.
60 for both, yeah, or 30 each. You don't even that's so cheap just to get a decent little Iron Fist.
Now, once again, I'd appreciate 30 for each, 55 for both. But
that would be nice. Yeah, I did pre-order one, and then I was like, I think I'll go get Crankcase too. And then I was like, I wonder if they give me like $5 off or something for getting them both. But it didn't happen.
Now let me ask,
please,
for those of us holding out for Impactor and Ironhide, how much are we gonna have to pay?
Oh God.
Impactor, man.
And don't forget Hound.
Is there a discount for Mach 2.5?
I'm glad you mentioned. For those listening, just want to throw out real quick two things. One, on episode 3 of our show, Oscar did a Mach 5 rant at the end, which if you haven't heard, go back and listen to it. I probably listen to it at least once a week. And in that little rant, he talks about the combiner Mach 5 called Mach 25. It's very good, very heavy. And we know that Transformer fans love silhouettes, so that's all I'm going to say. It's a little teaser for a T-shirt that Shattercast will be offering in the not too distant future. That being said,
the silhouette alone looks better than Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. It looks better than Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. It looks better than that fucking horrific Ruination. This thing looks like it will fuck you up the butt. It looks awesome.
Real quick, I wanted
When
to
I
ask.
first saw it,
Oh, go ahead.
I thought it was Piranacon. I'm dead serious. When the first glance, I was like, "Is that Piranacon?"
Yeah, it's Mark 25, retard.
Is that fan-made one, the Chronicles?
yeah, by that guy. Real quick, I want to pose to everybody who's pre-ordered.
Oh, I did.
I did.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, I did.
I'm on the fence about Crankcase, but I figure if I don't like him, then he can make a pretty wicked Mach 5 custom.
We know for a fact he can make a pretty wicked Ironhide.
Oh, maybe you
Exactly.
red. Call him Radimus Prime.
I have that Generations Impactor sitting in, the one that was, what's his name, Onslaught?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that sitting there. Just rip off the head and put it right on top of Crankcase and done.
Attaboy.
There you go. Toss up case for about 25.
I was going to take Crankcase. I'm going to write Rock 5 on a piece of paper, and I'm just going to tape it to the door.
That has already been written and ready to go.
Yep. Ready to ship out tomorrow. Only $500.
Moving along, this is going to be a discussion for later on because we've been having a lot of people giving us feedback on the Facebook page, which we appreciate. But the new Daca toys, images of their Skyfire, and I gotta say,
it's huge.
They were at least listening to people.
Yep, face looks a little bit better.
Yeah, they still could come a little bit on the face.
I've said that about strippers.
And the arms are better too.
Yeah.
But man, it looks twice the size of MP10.
It does. It's Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be.
So how much does anyone think this is gonna be?
250.
At least 200.
It's 155.
Yeah.
155.
Yeah,
155.
This is gonna break. That is gonna break when you transform them. Snap. You're gonna see stress marks after one transformation. This shit's gonna break. Fuck that. You don't make something that big without it having some serious faults.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be the Fans Toys thing. They're going to sell it for $150, and it's going to be an awesome figure. And then the next
they're
figure
gonna
they
get
put
you
out,
for the next
it's
one.
going to be like $250 because they're like, oh shit, we didn't charge enough. Because that's why Scoria is like $200. It has to be. There's no way that a figure like Quakewave with with lights, could go for $150, and then they're charging $250 for basically the same mass minus electronics.
And supposedly, Antoine was saying this has 5 pounds, or not 5 pounds. What was it? How much die-cast was that?
Yeah, 5 pound die-cast.
5 pounds?
No, you're paying more just for shipping.
That's going to be over $200, man.
It's up for pre-order right now on Capture Prey for $155.
Yep.
Shipping? Without shipping. Yeah, wait for the shipping.
Yeah, you got to pay for shipping.
It's on BBTS for $155. Yeah.
Like shipping's gonna be like $120 priority.
It'd be like $8 for BBTS.
If they tried to charge me almost $20 to ship fucking Roadbuster priority, they're gonna charge fucking $70 to ship this motherfucker. I'm just saying.
When's it coming out?
Who knows?
It's saying April. Estimated April.
Damn.
Wait, can I stop real quick? Antoine, I did not mean to talk over you, but I was on a run. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just had to get that out. I'm sorry.
Antoine, what do you got, buddy? What are your thoughts?
Well, no, I was gonna say it comes out in April, so that's right around Scoria. So
it's April
be
party time.
April,
so
yeah.
That means July, August.
Ish. You gotta put the ish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ish. Yeah, right.
April, September.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. But like this, if it wasn't for Fans Toys, this would be pre-ordered.
Yeah, at $165, I think I would have bid on it too if I didn't know Fans Toys was doing one.
So are anybody getting it?
No, because I'm waiting for Fans Toys.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna wait on a review from one of y'all and see if it was worth it, and then I might, but
I ain't getting that giant fucking piece of brick.
Well, it's funny you say that, Oscar. I wanted to come back to that. We talked about third party prices and it'd be nice for them to come down a bit and all that. But it's the fucking truth, though. When you see a third-party product and it's got a low price tag on it, you start thinking to yourself, well, this is going to be bullshit.
Where'd they cut corners at? It's like, what do I got to not break?
When I saw this, the first thing that popped in my mind is look at the hand that's not holding the gun. It looks like he has, like, muscular dystrophy.
Yeah, I agree.
Could they? This is my gripe with this company from the get-go. Could they not take a better picture?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Pictures.
You know, looking at my favorite sales site, they allow you to do reviews on toys, and this guy's got 2 reviews of 5 stars already. One saying, "Can't wait to get this figure in my house."
Yeah.
And then the other one says, "G1 5-star rating. G1 cartoon accuracy is my top priority for my collection, and this figure looks perfect. One thing really worries me, though, are the hands. Don't know if that's the final mold, but it looks fragile and flimsy."
So,
5 stars.
You know what else is fragile and flimsy? His girlfriend.
So,
that's Justin's, the guy who wrote the review.
As I stated earlier in a certain group, if anyone was a part of it, we are in a fandom of people who do not like to read. They like to look at things that are presented for them and make their decisions. So they're going to see 5 stars, but like, damn, this thing's not out yet. That must be PR. All right, I'm going to buy it.
Exactly.
Hey, at least I didn't take a picture by a pack of cigarettes or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. That generates good discussion. I like that.
It made me want to smoke.
Almost made me want to buy a shit toy to calm my cravings.
This mold has come a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of line work in this thing, and then all the die cast. Like, the only thing really holding me back from this is fans' toys and that face.
Yep.
I gotta say this about, like, diecast. My experience with diecast, it's always just been something that helps to give birth to really loose joints. I reference, like, the titanium line and all their fucking shit and their infinite glory, that some figures are just absolute atrocious. And then there's, like, my experience with certain G1 figures I've had that have had diecast in them, and those limbs attached to them have been extremely loose. Yeah. Not like they had any articulation per se, don't get me wrong. I'm not stupid. But, I mean, like, this thing, if it has diecast, where is it? And then, it's just, you say diecast, all I see is just it being not worth having around. I'm not getting this.
The best place to put diecast is in the pelvis and in the calves and in the feet.
The feet, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had no problems with my my assaulter. MP10, I can fucking punch him in the face and he won't move.
True.
Let's see, what else? Hold on. Fucking Quake Wave.
Quake Wave, yep. And then you guys are both, everybody's had pretty good experience with the Fort Max. That's got some diecast in it, right? Or not?
Oh, yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of, the Warden. Yeah, fuck yeah, you saw my pictures. Yeah. I have him in every breakdance pose I could think of from any fucking Run DMC and fucking, like, Cam.
But are any of them as big as this guy?
You didn't say that. You just said with diecast.
I'm saying my experience with diecast have been mostly negative. At first they're always gonna be good at first, dude.
Show.
You don't know how
on Twitter, so watch your fucking mouth, all right?
What?
What do you guys?
I said diecast. I happen to know follows the show.
Oh,
so you watch your fucking mouth, all right?
You cum guzzling thunder cunt. Listen, the fucking. I'm saying at first, diecast on a figure is fine. I'm trying to look at things like in the long run, and how that holds up when diecast is blended with plastic. I'm just saying my experience with that has been like horrendous. I'm just saying for something this big.
Yeah, I'm with you. If you have die-cast forearms and plastic shoulders, those shoulder joints are going to wear out.
Yeah.
It all depends on where that die-cast is, and I'm going to guess it's in the backpack and calves and feet on this unit. I'm just going to guess.
Well, look at Defender. I mean, Defender was a small toy, and how are those knees holding up for you guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all about how it. It's all about how it's proportioned, I guess.
Because, Quake Wave and MP10 both, stand like, everything, like a champ.
And like Predaking, like G1 Predaking, you look at the diecast in that, it's mostly in the leg.
Yep. So we'll see. Let's move on.
We're going to Bumblebee.
Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Yeah.
Masterpiece Bumblebee.
I've never seen so many nerds excited about a goddamn Bumblebee.
Yeah.
You know what? I was talking to a friend earlier today. I was like, oh my god, I am excited for a Bumblebee. I'm like, I feel dirty. I feel like there's something wrong with me.
It looks really, really nice. I'm excited for him. I'm kind of bummed it got pushed back till November, but
I don't like the wheel on the back, but I'm assuming it can pop off, and I understand why it's there because the G1 toy had that little like molded in wheel type thing.
Yeah. And it's in the cartoon too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Well, in some scenes.
It doesn't sit as high up on his back. But it's I think it's on there.
What's with the face taking gimmick? Why does the face rip off?
Yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit on that. I saw it from a distance, and I was like, that's a little Chip Chase.
yeah, I was wondering where you got that. I was like, no, that's Spike. What are you talking about, Chip Chase?
I thought it was in his fingers. I was like, a little Chip Chase.
Well, hold on, before we talk about
He
Spike,
has eaten Chip Chase.
What the hell?
have you guys tried to figure out the transformation yet?
I have not.
It looks awesome. If you look at it, you see how, because people were saying that the front's fake. It's like a fake car roof, which in a figure this size like makes no sense. But if you look at the vehicle pic, there's kind of a clear piece because it's prototype, so the back is clear,
right?
Which is probably going to be clear plastic. So what I think is going to happen is, it's going to form like you think the legs are going to collapse into the feet, which is going to make the hood, and then you're going to have the roof of the car. That backpack is going to flip around, which is going to put the wheel on the back of the car. And I think that clear piece is going to come over the top, and everything's going to fold together like that. So it's going to give it like, there's not a fake piece. It's just a decoy back, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
but I'm excited.
Justin, wasn't you talking about on another show about the feet? People were grappling about how big the feet were. And you said that, when have you not seen G1 Bumblebee without big feet?
I read that in some of the forums, and people. This is when we were more looking at the silhouettes and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And people were just like, "Why are his feet so big?" I'm like, "Because it's the front of a car, you moron! Like, what you want it to be."
Where's the hell the motor supposed to go?
You know what I'm happy about is when they put up the pre-orders, I was like, God damn, he's going to be the same price as fucking Lambor, and I was like, this figure's going to be smaller than all of them, but he's going to be the same price? That's kind of horseshit. And, we're getting an exosuit, and I'm not mad at that.
They're not down the price, too. They're not down $5, too.
$5, yeah. That's pretty awesome.
I'm excited. But then, I talked to you, Bobby, about, Ultra Magnus was supposed to come out in August, so I guess they're going to push that till next year.
I would imagine that we would see, if we see Ultra Magnus this year, it'll be around Christmas.
Okay.
Well,
I think so. Somewhere like that.
They're going to drop Ultra Magnus $10. And hold on, he's going to come with the Unicron. That's my prediction.
Or no, Masterpiece Bumblebee.
Well, that's what I actually meant to say, but I had Unicron from the AOE discussion.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's gonna sound weird in the podcast.
That sure is. It's as if someone just turned your voice into dubstep.
I know, like you just got fast forward really quick. But yeah, I when I saw that they got moved back to November, I thought that Ultra Magnus was like, dang, that's not going to be out till like February or something next year. But
so do you guys think with the exosuit that it's going to come with like another figure, like a Daniel or an older Spike?
Well, I would imagine. I would imagine that it would. But I hope it doesn't come because Spike came with MP10, right?
Yeah.
So I would hope that it wasn't another Spike. That would be my only thing.
Yeah, I kind of wish it would be Daniel, and what I would like to see is, and it looks like it might be possible that like the front of the suit would open. So if you really wanted to, you could put your MP10 Spike inside, perhaps. Maybe.
But Daniel's not really associated with Bumblebee. It's always Spike.
Right.
Daniel's
it's always
with
Spike and
Hot Rod. I don't think it'll be Daniel. I hope it's not Daniel. I mean, I hope it's Spike. I mean, he's with Bumblebee all the time.
So you want two Spikes instead of a Spike and a Daniel?
You know what I'd like to see?
I mean, it'd be cool if Daniel came with Spike, but I think the exosuit guy is going to be Spike. What about Sparkplug?
I was gonna say, I want to see a disheveled 5 o'clock shadow having like really drunk looking Sparkplug. I goes into the Exos. He's all like, "Gotta find my son."
Move out of the way. I can do this better than you.
Transforms. He breaks his arms. Oh, I did this all wrong.
But yeah, that'd be cool if they did a Sparkplug.
The rumor mill there. Let me feed into the rumor mill. God damn it! I've been trying to say this for like 3 minutes. If you can take Daniel out or Spike out, and they do make an appropriately scaled hot rod, maybe he might come with a Daniel that can fit in the car and fit in the exosuit.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that's the appropriate association.
So are you saying that they might redo Hot Rod again?
Well, that's what people are saying. That's what
I feel like a hot rod in the smaller scale has to come.
I'm still waiting for this like smaller MP Megatron that supposedly Takara was gonna do.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
One without conflict.
Damn it, I want a spark plug. I'm voting for spark plug.
I want 5 o'clock grizzled, disheveled, half awake looking spark plug, you know.
Whiskey bottle comes
with the pop belly popping out of his button up shirt and his name all misspelled on his shirt. You press the button on his back, he's like, "Oh, God, it's American forever."
You know what I want to throw out there? I would like this exosuit to fit my Dr. Wu partners. That's what I want.
If they make a hot rod though before they make jazz, I'm calling racism.
Yeah.
They gotta make jazz.
New Takara images of their movie figures.
Oh God, Dino looks like
some of it is like rehash.
Yeah.
I actually used to be a fan of that mold for Dino. I really was. Really? Until it's like nigh impossible to get him to stand upright with those pathetic little feet.
Oh, the chicken leg. I like Soundwave. I like the recolor Soundwave, and I like the Mountain Dew truck. All right.
Yeah. How people that own that figure because it was like unreleased, only a few were made, and now like they no longer have rights to saying, "Oh, I got an exclusive rare figure." Wait a few months, bitch. You ain't gonna have much.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the payload toy, but I will buy that truck for the Mountain Dew truck because I think it's cool looking.
That's not Mountain Dew. It's called fucking Mood Washing, whatever the fuck.
You know what it is.
It's gonna get repro labels that are gonna say Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I did like the Soundwave. I like the Starscream too. I'm just a Starscream fan, so I'll get the Starscream if it's reasonable price.
I love that meme of the Dorito with arms and legs that says
"Bay
former Starscream." But in regards to these figures, I'm just going to go on record and say I hate all this shit.
I am not a huge fan of most of them. I like the alt modes on some of them. Like, I think the Corvette's okay. It's a little bit squished, but that Bumblebee in his like actual robot mode is just like atrocious looking.
Yeah, look at those hands. He's got
But I need to buy one because I absolutely adore his alt mode.
That is a sweet Chimera.
Yeah.
I just can't believe they slapped the fans in the face with that Dino. God. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. In regards to movie stuff, you're saying I can't believe they slapped fans in the face?
I mean, you know what I mean? Everybody wanted that figure, when they came out. They didn't like, maybe didn't like the toy thing, but I thought it was a cool figure, and I think it would have been a great toy. So
they got a figure for him. He just was a fucking shitty ass Cyberverse figure, but it's not like they were left hanging.
Which one is supposed to be Dino? Are they just remolding the Audi?
It's the head photo. It's the Audi. It's the red. It's Audi painted red with a new head, and then the
Primus repaint.
So it's not even a Ferrari. It's just
it's a repaint. I think that's like a retooling.
Well, that does nothing.
My favorite picture in this line is the one of the Constructicons in bot mode. It looks like a series of unfinished constructs projects.
It's like, what happens if you take Bionicle and scale it down?
They didn't put the balls on me, so whatever.
I think this is all money saved for me.
Yeah, I'm clearly avoiding all of this. I mean, I got the ones I want. There are movie figures I'm obviously going to get, but these aren't them. Especially that fucking Crosshairs. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really bad, too.
I will buy the Bumblebee when he becomes a shelf warmer.
That's what's up.
And the Mountain Dew truck. That's all I want.
You know what I think's pretty awesome? The way that they're the way that they're already shooting themselves in the foot, putting out that 2-pack with fucking Energon Grimlock and the movie Grimlock, and calling it Evolution. Between one shitty toy line and another shitty toy line.
Real quick before we jump into that, I just want to say that I hate the Mountain Dew truck specifically. I hate it more than anything else in this series. And I hate it because this
in the Skullface house, we drink Mountain Dew.
because in the Skullface house, we do Mellow Yellow. because when I saw this movie, when I saw Transformers for the first time in the theater, when it got to the part where it was just product placement after product placement, that's when I was really like, man, fuck this shit, fuck it. And so this is a constant reminder of that specific memory. So speaking of more bullshit,
no. Let me go because
okay.
Let me say something because actually I disagree with you on 5% of that. When I saw that fucking Mountain Dew machine turn into a robot, fast forward to now, and then I saw that Tfsource was on the list of Takara toys, I thought they were actually going to make that fucking Mountain Dew machine that turned into a robot, and I was excited because that was the one toy of that entire line that I wanted.
Yep, I agree.
And what they do, they make a damn truck. Come on.
Because I'm a redneck. Well, I'm a redneck by birth, and man, I love me some fucking Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah, man! Hell yeah!
Matt,
with me. I used to.
I'm with you, man.
Actually, Antoine, you know where Deep Run is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in that trailer park, so I got a little bit of that shit in me too. But not enough to buy this.
My dad lives near Deep Run, North Carolina.
Not enough to buy this fucking toy.
Town.
Yeah, Deep Run near us is kind of a town too, just a different type.
So speaking of deep running and reaching, I mean straight up reaching for a fucking bullshit evolution pack that Greg was touching on earlier.
Sorry.
Talk about your no, sorry for nothing. It's just talk about your ultimate fails. Like this is the ugliest Grimlock figure ever because I'm getting the leader. This is that one with that horrible fucking staff with the peg that protrudes out because, that's dangerous now. And then there's that ugly, and it sucks too because, for a while, I was on this fucking, streak of collecting as many Grimlocks as I had. I had the G1 Pretender Complete Grimlock, the G1 Grimlock, G2 Blue Grimlock. I mean, I had a huge lot of them. And then I got my hands on this son of a bitch off eBay for $20. Him and Swoop. And it was hands down the worst
Grimlock
fucking figure ever. Say what you want, Greg, about Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. I am glad I have that one compared to I still have this one laying around in my fucking house. And the sad part is I sold this hunk of shit for about $50. And I kept Swoop. I kept Swoop for another month afterwards, but I sold just Grimlock alone for $50 on auction. Started at 99 cents because it was one of those items I bought when I sell it on eBay. And I go, you know what? I don't care what happens to it. Up for sale. And it shot up to $50 fucking dollars. Someone paid for that.
That's crazy.
That bought me the Demolition Crew. I'm not bitching.
I'm gonna end up buying this. Not because I think there's anything really good about it, but my daughter's gonna go nuts over it, so she's gonna get it.
Well, you look her in the eye and you tell her, you keep this in the box, you understand me? Ever takes it out of the box, I will throw your ass in an orphanage.
I mean, what do you think? What other mold could they have used, though? I mean, there's not really a lot of Grimlocks out there that they could have used.
You could have gone with the classics Grimlock figure, man. That is infinitely.
But that's been used quite a few times, man.
It's 50 times better than this hunk of shit.
I know it may be 50 times, but I'm just saying.
At least get gangster with it and just, you know what? You show love to the G1 and to the movie fans and go, boom, here you go. G1 Grimlock with movie Grimlock.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Well, you know why they would never do that?
If that makes sense.
Then they would have to call it a de-evolution twin pack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I really hope that they keep the 1984 underneath the Energon Grimlock, just because it's, why wouldn't you just put the G1 in if that's what you're going for,
Yep.
Actually, you know what's kind of funny? I've noticed in a couple of Facebook groups, because people have been blowing this picture up, people have actually said, how did they make the G1? Because people that are movie fans and don't know shit about G1, they're like, why did they make the G1 look so shitty? Because they assume this is a Daca of the fucking Energon. Well, no, they don't know that because they're not.
I know.
Greg,
seen.
Get their fucking addresses.
We're gonna do what Jay and Silent Bob did at the end of their movie. We're gonna fly to each of their homes and go, "Are you Super Freak 24? Yeah, hold them." And then we just fucking bum rush them, and then we go to the next house.
Wow, the most recent Energon Swoop and Grimlock to sell went for $60.
Dang.
I think mine are going up for sale. Listeners of the podcast, feel free to contact me directly if you would like mine for $60.
Wait, are you saying Energon and Grimlock Swoop, Energon and Grimlock Swoop is $60?
Yep.
But never owning them in the first place? Priceless?
Yes, yeah.
I think the reason why they're that much because they were kind of at the end of the line of Energon, and a lot of the ones that didn't get released, mass amounts. That's why you can't. That's why it's kind of hard to find them.
I find it so cute as you try to stand here and justify these abominations. Energon.
I'm not justifying them. I'm just saying that's the reason why they cost so much.
The worst line ever, and it sucks because up until the classics, that's the up until animated, that's the most recent incarnation of Rodimus Prime we got. Was that fucking big?
Oh, he is so awful.
Fucking freak of nature that I still have.
I
couldn't sell him.
You didn't like the combined modes?
Oh, dude, they were stupid.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying. I was just giving a reason why they cost so much because they weren't released. A lot of them, I think, like Cliff Jumper and some other ones that weren't released at the very end of their line.
This is where guys like Skullface and Greg basically got off scot-free because they weren't really that big exposed to the Energon line.
Right.
Because, my fucking God, I've never seen such a line that was aimed at making pure shit. I get it. Your whole gimmick was Super Links. Not everybody had to fucking combine. My God.
Exactly. Everybody combined, man.
Dude, it was retarded. And then, out comes Cybertron with some decent fucking figures, but no. We're just gonna keep, milking. We'll redeco some fucking Energon figures and call that Cybertron. Whatever.
Listeners?
Yeah.
God.
Let me sweeten the pot. $60 shipped.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna sound weird, but I do miss that Swoop figure.
Hey, but y'all know
Oscar,
I will give you
$35 shipped.
I will give you 12 shipped for that Swoop figure.
Hey, y'all know they do combine, right? They make
an awful looking combiner. Yeah, it's the worst combiner.
They do combine.
Yeah. We're not talking about how that's any better either.
No, I'm just saying nobody mentioned that. I thought you were mentioning. God, have you seen the fucking combine bone?
Actually, I mentioned it. And second, you know what else combines? That $5 fucking knockoff Dinobot set from Family Dollar. But anyway, it looks better.
Real quick, just a discussion because it's been going on with the, this year being the Shattercast proclaimed Feast or Famine year of third-party products.
March Massacre.
And the March Massacre or the Bloodbath is coming, and we got a lot of options for Jetfires as well now as Dinobots. So last year everybody wanted a fucking Jetfire, and now this year you have fucking tons of choices. You got, what is it, Mechaform? Is that the name of it, Antoine?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got the leader class. You got the leader class coming. You got Fans Toys supposedly coming. You got Daca Toys coming. And just what is everybody's thoughts on this?
You got Hasbro.
Yeah, the leader
class. I'm holding out for Fans Toys. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, me too.
I figure by the time I don't even know what the release date on the Hasbro is, to be honest with you, because I don't follow such trivial things. But
go ahead.
I figure by the time the Hasbro is going to be a threat, and the Daca Toys comes out, we're going to see some Fans Toys images.
Yeah.
I know Fans Toys. Well, I mean, they've only put out this one figure, because Scoria's not yet.
Right.
But that's kind of the best third-party figure I have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of inclined to Fans Toys on this one, not even knowing what the fuck their shit looks like, just because, But I've been wrong before.
Right. Well, we put the question out to our Facebook audience, and most people, like an overwhelming amount of people, are going with the Hasbro. Now, we also posed the question as to why, and we didn't get as much responses on that one.
Well, really popular in low-income areas. So.
Right.
Well, the Hasbro one has the benefit of it's probably going to be your cheapest incarnation.
Cheapest and most accessible.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to get.
So,
cocaine.
For me personally, I'm probably in for Hasbro, and I'm probably in for Fans Toys, and it's just going to be, my Hasbro is going to end up being Classics, Jetfire, or whatever, and what I presume is going to be more successful Fans Toys one's going to go on the Masterpiece shelf. So.
Yeah.
I'm with that too. I mean, I'm going to get the Hasbro one definitely, but I'll probably wait to see y'all's reviews on the Fans Toys, and if it's really great, I'll probably definitely pick it up.
If I get the Hasbro one, because now the Hasbro one is in a severe state of limbo for me. If I get the Hasbro one, he will be kept in jet mode, and he will sit like on a separate shelf. He won't make it to the island. He won't make it to the island. He won't make it to the island, but he will.
How about the Seeker welcoming section?
Yeah, maybe the Seeker welcoming section. Maybe the Seeker welcoming section. But he'll probably stay in jet mode because. My major fear is that because we've seen Fans Toys get spooked off before. My major fear is that. Yep. And then they had Blaster, and then they were like, "Well, Soundwave's too close. Screw that one too."
Yeah, I'm more concerned with their Dinobots right now. It's like, with Scoria coming out, and then whoever that other company that just made that awesome-looking Snarl, well, are they going to be like, well, we're done with Snarl, and now we're going to have two different companies? I don't know. It's possible.
Move to Sludge.
They're kind of on the winning team as far as I'm concerned. Because, if you've already got Grimlock, and you've got that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Scoria, I mean, the Snarl looks awesome. But if he's going to be I don't know. What is it, Stegosaurus? Isn't that bigger than Triceratops?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
A little bit.
I'm a G1 fan. I don't care about scale that much.
They're going to do, both of them are probably going to end up doing all of them with the exception of Grimlock by Fans Toys. I'm almost tempted to, oh my God. I don't even know if I want to say it out loud. I'm almost
Sell
tempted.
your Masterpiece Grimlock?
No. But I'm almost tempted to get both. And just keep a set as Dinosaurs somewhere and keep a set as Robot somewhere.
Money bags.
I know.
That'd be like $2,000, man.
This right here is what the kids call baller.
Yeah.
Baller status, rather.
Deep.
I'm just.
But if you had the money, that would be pretty tight.
Because they both look so fucking good. Now I'll probably wait for reviews on Snarl, and I'll probably wait for a bit because those first couple reviews on Snarl are going to be this figure is the end all be all because he's going to cost an arm and a leg, and nobody's going to say he's a piece of shit. But Fans Toys is a company that we could trust their product, and I'm not sure that I don't think that they're afraid of third-party competition, but they have proven that they are afraid of
Hasbro, yeah.
Yeah. And they got so scared by Masterpiece Soundwave that they said, fuck Blaster too, whereas I would have their Blaster right now. I would have it. It would be on the shelf right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And so I'm afraid that this Jetfire might scare them off. And if this Jetfire scares off Fans Toys, I'm in for the Daca. That's where I'm at.
Are they ever going to do a MP Grimlock? Is anybody going to do that?
Fans Toys?
Yeah, it's Fans Toys or anybody.
No, Fans Toys is not going to do it, but that Gigatron or whatever that fucking...
Yeah, they're going.
They're going to.
Okay. Ugh.
And I like the scale of the whatever better. I have to say it. I'm going to go on record and say it. I like it better.
Yeah. But I do like that idea of if I had the money, I would buy 2 sets and leave one as Dinosaurs. That would be pretty sweet.
Oscar.
Yes.
What are your plans for Jetfire, buddy? And give us your reasons.
Well, with all the different guys coming out with their versions of them, I am probably going to give the Hasbro one a shot, see how that's like, because it's a safe purchase. It's a safe purchase.
Yep.
You know what else it is? It's a returnable purchase. Too.
Exactly. as he stands over my shelf for a week collecting dust, as I'm just looking at that backpack that's a jet, and I'm like, wow, I just paid $45 for an upscaled version of the classic Silverbolt figure. Good
Here you
God.
go, Walmart.
You know, and then there's like the Daca toys, whatever they're called. You know, their version of Jetfire, which I am not really, no.
Right.
Just no, man. I get people want scale for their MP figures, but come on, dude. Something that big, it better be because they combined.
I don't think that's even Masterpiece that size anyway. It's just for classic, really. It's not really for Masterpiece.
You know.
Yeah, the Daca one.
You think the Daca's for classics?
I mean,
no.
I guess.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, man. He's too big,
so.
dude.
Yeah, he's twice the size of MP10s. At least.
Yeah, he's about
I'm not with the
5-6 heads taller than MP10. I mean,
I'm not with the Bow Skyfire. I mean, Jetfire. Classic Jetfire. Shit.
You know, I mean, it's just that the COD toys does not look like a safe purchase for me. I just got this really bad feeling that
I do too.
You do something wrong or twist something wrong, and boom, you just broke $150 fucking collector's item right there.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't look like a safe bet. Like I sit there and I look at that, like I look at these other MPs that these third party companies are making, like that Snarl, who looks bigger than Grimlock, and I'm just like, what? I would be cool with that. That was Sludge. You know, but it's Snarl. He should be at least a little shorter than Grimlock.
Yeah, but they're making
Oscar?
all of them.
Props to you for keeping your Dinobot names in order, because I forget that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah, Sludge and Snarl and Slag?
Slag?
Yeah, Slag, which is like an offensive term in England, so he's known as Slug over there. And
But, you know, fucking Antoine bringing up the chug, you know, point of view for Jetfire, I think, you know, you guys let me know what you think, but I think that this fucking leader class Jetfire could probably kill off that mecha form Jetfire.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think that the mech form Jetfire would be a mistake, like from a business standpoint at this point.
I forget what that guy looks like.
He looked good. He looked really good. He just was a little smaller. He was obviously for your classics line.
Yeah.
He was crouching accurate.
He's about the same size as MP10.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is something I probably wouldn't mind investing, depending on what that price tag was going to be.
Right, but I mean, if you know, between that and the $45 Hasbro one, you know,
I'd probably be. It's weird. If I had to choose between the two, I'd probably go with the Mecha Form one, because the Hasbro one, yeah, mostly because of the fact that, like, out here by me, and of all places, Ocala, Florida, I have to deal with scalpers. You know,
right.
I've gotten there one day when they had like 3 Metroplexes. I go there the next day to go drop, you know, put one down payment on one for layaway, and they're gone. So it's like, I doubt like 3 sets of parents were like, you know what, this would rock my kid's world. You know, no, it's freaking, you know, probably one really morbidly obese, mouth-breathing, balding fuckwads, and they're going, I'm going to sell these for $200 in a year. You know, and carry on. So I probably, if I had to choose between the two, like dead on, like, okay, you got to make a choice right now. If I don't have the $45 for the Hasbro version, I probably would go for Megaform, because that Daca form is way too big. And if people like that, that's great, man. Enjoy it. Just don't get pissed and sit there and try to make up excuses because it broke by saying it's their first time. No, dude, you overpaid for something that looks like it's really fucking fragile.
Well, Oscar, let me ask you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Antoine.
I was just gonna say, how tall is Leader Class though?
Leader Class is about the same height as MP10.
Yeah, maybe a little bigger.
Because my ultimate Predaking is Leader Class. He's about the same size as my MP10.
Well, let me ask you.
About 10-inch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you, Oscar, because you haven't brought it up. Now, where does the wild card of Fans Toys Jetfire fit into your plans?
I have to see that one again.
It's just been silhouetted.
Oh yeah, then I'm not even going to consider it. I have to see a prototype at least. Yeah, if it's just a silhouette, it's not going to get me excited. They're going to make it? Okay, well, let's see what happens.
Now, but I mean, you've seen Fans Toys' Quake Wave.
Yeah.
And you've seen Fans Toys' Scoria, the Slag. So they make a pretty good looking product.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Let's see how they do on the third Tron. So, I mean, like I said, I got to see a prototype. Like, the same argument can be made about that Dinobot combiner that one company was going to make, but died off.
Yeah.
You know? So, let's just see what happens.
I gotcha. Anybody want to take us out?
Actually, can I give a real-time shout-out to some people?
Sure.
Yeah.
To my internet soldiers out there on Facebook, I appreciate your info. I'm busy recording a podcast. As soon as I'm done, I will be taking this thing head on.
I do not doubt that one bit.
Yay!
I have the half-empty bottle of vodka to prove it.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Dev K and
the whole area.
The whole brink in my Facebook group. In my Facebook group, the fanatics and the Transformers chat. I appreciate everybody being on there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's about it.
So look, we didn't get any questions this week. Shout out to also we're doing shout outs to.
Actually, can I?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No. This is more important.
Shout out to Retro Robot Radio, who just recently subscribed and
Retro
has a reputation for asking some pretty insightful questions. And
hook us up, buddy.
Yeah, so hook us up because we've been going through a spout. Greg, is there anything you want to add before I take us out of here?
Can I ask a question, just real
Absolutely.
quick? Why is Revolver so fucking awesome?
Just because.
That's how it's made.
I have two.
Is there like a Transformer god
project?
Fans project.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
And because no one else will. It's a great figure. So look,
it's growing on me.
We need your questions.
Feedback.
We look forward to them. Feedback, all that kind of stuff. We're on Podomatic. We're on iTunes. We're on YouTube. We have a Tumblr. We have a Facebook. We have and any kind of social media. We're out there. The links are all in the descriptions and the show notes and so forth. I thank everybody for listening, and we did the interview with Gary Chalk. Make sure you check that out. And we have contacted some other individuals, and hopefully we'll hear something back from them as well. So we're looking forward to bigger and better moves. We got the T-shirts coming, and there's a lot of kind of exciting stuff. Maybe some stickers for some figures and stuff like that. So we've got 10 toes and 10 fingers and 20 different pies times 6. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for listening, and interact with us, because that's what this is about. This has always been a community-driven thing, and that's what we want it to remain. So. From all of us to all of you, as my good friend Oscar would say, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll be back next week.
And Rock
World figure is pretty cool.
Rock Fire.
Rock 25, not a rock.
And that is where I will be